Chinese philosopher, teacher, scholar, and a renowned figure in the world, Confucius said, "Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is intellectual death," meaning our learning of any kind actually has to have meaning, significance, importance, and thought about itself. So any kind of learning that we basically undertake or practice in our lives has to have thought which is wise, intelligent, moral, and meaningful about itself, and that means profound thought and moral demeanor has to back all of our learning in one way or another. So all of our learning basically has to be regulated by and backed by meaningful, important, worthy, and significant thought that makes our learning useful and practical and applicable, not only in our lives but also in real life circumstances and other sorts of difficulties, situations. And if our learning does not have any thought structure about itself which is meaningful or significant, then our learning is going to automatically lose its worth, significance, or meaning in the long term, if not in the short term necessarily. And thought, on the other hand, has to have learning about itself. If we have a great deal of knowledge and wisdom in ourselves or in our mind, but if we don't have any learning about it, then we will not be able to use our possession of knowledge in any practical, meaningful, or significant manner to the achievement of our ends, goals, intentions, purposes, or for the accomplishment of success, achievement, etc. And that's why, as I mentioned earlier, learning becomes meaningful, worthy, significant only when it is backed by pensive and critical and rational thought that makes it useful and makes it applicable into different circumstances, situations, despite challenges, chaos, confusions, difficulties, etc. And thought, on the other hand, also has to have some degree of meaningful learning about itself. Otherwise, we will not be able to use our knowledge into the world for the achievement of our goals, intentions, ambitions, as I mentioned earlier. So thought and learning and thought are both intricately connected with each other. They bear significant resemblance towards one another because one does not exist without the other. One becomes practically useless and worthless and loses its meaning without the development and application of the other. So learning and thought are